What's up, boys? It's been about 6 months since my last video. I moved into college. It's the second semester. I've kind of been a fucking bum, bro. Uh, all I've been doing productive wise is college, hitting the gym, kind of gave up on YouTube for a bit. I always knew I would come back, but it is what it is. We're not in a shoulder brace anymore, not in no sling. Actually, I'm gonna start training at an MMA gym soon, hopefully. So getting back into martial arts, getting back into jujitsu, wrestling, gonna try out some kickboxing, which is pretty new to me. I've only boxed before, so hopefully that goes well. Maybe I'll make some videos on YouTube of sparring footage. I have no idea. Uh, Okay, so we got UFC 326, Holloway versus Oliveira, and I'm hyped for this fight. The card is all right. I've seen people diss it a lot. I don't think it's the worst card ever. Definitely not like a pay-per-view in 2024, 2026, 2025, excuse me, that I would pay for. But this main event is crazy, and it doesn't it doesn't have the worst fights. It gives the vibe of the card that's gonna unexpectedly have like 15 knockouts or some crazy shit. I don't even know if there's 15 fights on here. Um, but let's get into it. What is my cursor doing? Oh yeah, we got the beard back. Uh, trying a new beard style. Yeah, I've been chilling though. I've been doing really good. Having a lot of fun at college. Ready to get back in this YouTube game. Let's start it off with Luke Fernandez, undefeated, I believe, versus Rodolfo Bellato. Yes, I was right. Luke Fernandez, he's an undefeated grappler. Um, he hits hard, really good, really good. I, is he a grappler? Really good ground and pound is what I'd say. Rodolfo Bellato, I'm seeing a lot of people glaze this motherfucker saying he's gonna win. I don't think so, man. I think Luke Fernandez TKOs him. KOs. I'm gonna be saying TKO a lot in this video. Uh, so Rodolfo Blanco is pretty ass. He has a good chin, but gives up. Kind of faked a knockout to Paul Craig. We've all been there. Uh, Luke Fernandez hits hard. Definitely going to do more damage. So Blotto's credibility would be his jiu-jitsu. That's how he'd have to win. But I don't think Fernandez is going to get really submitted by this dude. I think maybe he'll get controlled a bit, but I think he'll do more damage. And in 2026, they're finally making damage matter more than grappling positions. Uh, and not to a huge extent, but a lot more than like 2023, 2024. So I'm saying Luke Fernandez by probably a decision. I'll say a powerful decision, maybe a TKO. Bellato's kind of about to get mogged. This dude Fernandez has aura. These tattoos are sick, giving Dan Hooker new tattoo energy. So maybe some allegations might come out. Uh, I don't know this dude. I don't want him. Uh, okay. We're going on to the next one. Young Lee versus Gaston Bolanos. They're I. They're okay. Definitely early prelim banger vibes coming out of this. I don't know. Lee got slammed the fuck out by Hyder Emil. Uh, he got just the fuck beat out of him. It was like a Max Holloway finish almost. Gaston Bolanos, he's kind of a win one, lose one fighter. He looks like he'd be very good, but obviously as an MMA fighter, he's very good. But as a UFC fighter, he's pretty mid. Not the best. Probably gonna get cut in a year if he doesn't go on a win streak. So kind of a win one, lose one fighter. I think the deciding factor is just if Bolanos can take him down. Because Lee isn't a grappler. I don't really see it happening though. I think Lee's gonna aura farm kind of from range, maybe kick Gaston Bolanos in the head a bit, jab his head off. Bolanos maybe can hit Lee with a flurry, but I doubt it. I don't see it happening. I think Lee's going to be kicking his head and is going to get a round 2 KO. That's my prediction. So Rafael Tobias versus DR Nergozier. I hope I said that right, but I probably didn't. So we have Rafael Tobias. Is this dude 1-0? Is this his second pro MMA fight? Just instantly in the UFC, or do they have it wrong? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is UFC. No, doesn't make sense. Apparently he's 1-0. Uh, he got a cool little rear naked choke on the Contender Series. Looked like a very good grappler. Uh, kind of flashy grappler. Nurgos has a horrible record against grapplers. Bro is getting submitted left and right, and that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna say a triangle choke. I haven't seen one of those in a while in the UFC, honestly. Maybe a triangle armbar or some shit, but I'm seeing a triangle. Okay, we got Sue Martirji versus Jesus Aguilar. So Jesus Aguilar, this is a dude with good power, very good at mixing the martial arts. Powerful dude, uh, good wrestler, good jiu-jitsu, good striking, just good, solid merchant of all trades. Uh, he has less range, definitely, as you can see. 72-inch wingspan versus 62. So it might be a little challenging for him to find his range, but I think he's gonna push up in there, uh, and get in there, land some bombs, take him down, land some bombs, take him down, take him down, take him down. Boom, 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 ground and pound, 12 to 6 elbows. I think Jesus Aguilar is just going to overwhelm him. So maybe a sub, maybe a TKO, maybe a decision. I'm not seeing a knockout cold, but I'm either going to go with decision or ground and pound into a submission. Kind of feeling that. So I don't know why this dude has so much fucking aura. He has a crazy ass name though. Cody Durden versus Yami Tumbleweed. We're gonna call him that. Jesus Aguilar. Oh my bad. Cody Durden. I'm looking at the cliff notes. Cody Durden. He got no chin. Kind of sells all his fights a bit. Been getting beat the fuck up in like every one of his past few fights. And Tumbleweed, he's like a road to UFC NPC. I haven't seen too much of him. Uh, he has aura though. You look at him, this is an auraful man. This could just be an out aura performance. I'm gonna go with Cody Durden though. I hope Cody Durden wins. I don't even know. I know Cody Durden sells, but I think this is a step down. Possibly. I think Cody Durden sells against mid to good fighters. Uh, this dude is probably a lower mid fighter. I'd give Cody Durden that, but it's not going to be surprising if Cody Durden fucking loses. I like him, but he be selling a lot. And if he loses this, it might cut him from the roster. Might be too much aura loss. Does Cody Durden have any aura? He has like green aura. Bro got the Ancora, and not the good type. He has like the fat barbecue uncle aura, and also not in a good way. So we have Ricky Tercios versus Alberto Montes. Ricky Tercios has the heart. He has the speed. He has the stamina. He has the body, the willpower. He has the will. He's gonna get subbed. He has speed on him. But he's gonna get grapple mogged. Sadly, uh, it's a black pill of martial arts, but if you don't have good takedown defense and you're against a good grappler, I don't care how much heart you have, you're probably gonna lose. Uh, I see, I see a grapple pill. The grapple pill is gonna be hard to deal with, especially as Ricky Tercios, who, what are we? I'm not. I was about to insult him, but honestly, I can't even. I can't. I like him. I like the dude. He's a cool fighter. Um, I think it's gonna be a grapple mogging, and Ricky Tercios is gonna get submitted like he did versus Raul Rosas Jr. Uh, Alberto Montes has looked pretty good, so we'll see in his first performance. My boy Cody Brundage, Cody the man, Brundage, versus Dante Jackson Johnson. I'm a big fan, unironically, of Cody Brundage. I know he's known for losing to Bo Nickel, known for uh, losing and having a draw, loss, DQ, loss, draw. You know, that's kind of how it is lately. But he has really good power, honestly. And I'm kind of feeling a knockout. Dante Johnson, it's a big dude, Jack dude. I think, just hear me out. Cody Brundage by KO. Put it on the parlay. Just put it KO. KO. We're gonna have that. We're not talking about Dante Johnson. He's about to get slimed the fuck out. So Cody Garbrandt, another Cody, for Xiao Long. So I think this is an easy fight for Garbrandt, which he hasn't looked great in a fight recently. But he's going against the top level guys, top 15 guys, people right outside the top 15. Zhao Long is not that. Zhao Long is a fighter that is just barely on the UFC roster, 1 to 2 fights away from getting kicked off the roster at all times, I'd say. Uh, Cody's takedown defense, it's huge. Really good takedown defense. I know we don't recognize that as much as his striking defense, but honestly, unless he gets glass chinned, which I don't see happening, because who the fuck is Zhao Long knocking out? I don't see him losing. Zhao Long only really takes people down and controls them to decision, and it's all against people that are kind of bums, people that aren't Cody Garbrandt. And obviously, when I say bum, they're beating the fuck out of me, bro. Uh, they're beating the fuck out of me still. But I'm saying for a UFC fighter, he's not beating UFC level fighters, or at least not Cody Garbrandt level fighters. Cody Garbrandt might have a glass chin. He might get knocked out a lot, but he does have the skill. He really does. And it's gonna win the fight, and it's gonna be a little Cody Garbrandt decision. It's gonna be a fun one, maybe even a knockout. So we're on to the main card already. We got RoboCop Gregory Rodriguez versus Bruno Ferreira. So they've fought before. Bruno Ferreira knocked him out. It was like a sick one punch knockout. RoboCop did get slimed out. It's really hard to pick RoboCop's fights because physically he's a beast. He has great power, great physicality. He, I don't know. I think a great example would okay, I'm blanking right now. We're gonna go into his fuck, I don't know, I'm not remembering his name. Okay, Cannonier. I don't know why I wasn't remembering Cannonier. Jared Cannonier versus Gregory Rodriguez is a great example of this because both of them are similar fighters. RoboCop was rocking Cannonier, getting rocked, rocking back and forth. That's kind of how he fights. In his last few fights, he's fought a bit more tedious and careful. So obviously that's gonna play an effect into this fight. Because what his last fight against Bruno Ferreira, he was not the man he is right now. But Bruno Ferreira sub my goat Jackson McVeigh. My boy Jackson McVeigh, who will win his next fight. Promise you. Jackson McVeigh is a problem. He's not a bum. I'm serious, bro. I like Jackson McVeigh a lot. I've been following that dude for a bit. Bruno Ferreira, he's great at wearing guys down. RoboCop's definitely shown weakness in that. His cardio is his biggest issue, or just like getting outworked in general. And I don't mean getting beat. I mean getting out, not physicality, but getting out stamina, kind of getting Max Holloway a bit. Like what Max Holloway does to people, just starts taking damage and it builds up, and then he's tired and taking more damage. And then the other fighter, Bruno Ferreira, is a fighter who gets better as he goes on because he's wearing you down. He has great stamina. I don't think it's going to be a round one KO again or a round two KO. I think he's going to tire him out, and I think it's going to be a TKO. I think Bruno Ferreira wins this though. He won the first fight. He's only getting better. And yeah, RoboCop has improved, but that gas tank's about to get put to the test. Okay, so now we have Drew Dober versus Michael Johnson. And I don't think there's any pick besides this. Drew Dober is going to win by Jim Crow law. Uh, Sadly, Michael Johnson's title reign, or title run, I mean, it's about to end. Drew Dober never lost to a black fighter, I don't believe. He's known for beating them up. And I'm not really strictly going off of this. Uh, Obviously, it's funny to say that he has the XP boost against black fighters. But if there is one person that would end that streak, it would be Michael Johnson. Bro only wins against the odds. I don't think that's high enough for him to win, though. Like, if you get what I mean, I don't think it's against the odds that much. I think Michael Johnson isn't gonna look very good. Uh, Maybe he'll look okay, but I think Drew Dober is gonna put some beating on him, and I'm gonna say a decision. I'm gonna say a decision. Some powerful shots are gonna be traded. I think Drew Dober is a lot more likely to mix takedowns in and to hold him down and get good ground and pound and actually win an MMA fight. Um, he's willing to do that. Plus his striking, I don't know. Is it better? Is it worse? It's better in different ways, worse in different ways. Drew Dober is obviously more consistently better. Michael Johnson could be sneaky though. You can never pick a Michael Johnson fight. I'm gonna say Drew Dober. Last time I bet on Michael Johnson to win, he got fucking slimed out. So I'm not making that mistake again. Okay, we got Rob Font versus Raul Rosas Jr. Chihuahuas is not gonna win, I don't think. Rob Font is a guy who loses to top to mid-high level fighters, but I don't think Raul Rosas Jr. has ever proven to be that. Uh, who has he beat? Ricky Tercios. That's all that's coming to mind. His last win was a good win. Um, but Rob Font's losing to top 15 fighters. He's probably gonna lose to Peyton Talbot, like if that fight were to happen. I think Peyton Talbot's in the top 15 by now. I know it's been 6 months. I have been watching UFC, but I haven't been reporting on it. So it's harder to memorize. But yes, Peyton Talbot definitely is in the top 15 after he beat Henry Cejudo. Rob Font's not going to lose to Raul Rosas Jr. Raul Rosas Jr. just backpacks people, grapple mogs them. Rob Font has experience. He has the grappling against top 15 level opponents. And Raul Rosas Jr. has only beat people that don't have that. And he doesn't have good striking. Rob Font has great striking. Not the best, but definitely at least 3 times better than Rosas Jr. Uh, I'd say Raul Rosas Jr. would lose to everyone Rob Font lost to. And I'm a fan of Raul Rosas Jr. I wrestled throughout high school, and my friend, one of my close friends who was also on the wrestling team, we'd all call him Chiwiwis. He looked just, okay, not just like, but we'd all poke fun at him for looking like Raul Rosas Jr. My friend Angel mogged a bit harder than Rosas Jr., but my boy is my boy, you know? I do like Rosas Jr. I don't see him winning though. I can't lie because I like the kid. I can't lie because of that. Kyle Bralho versus Renier de Ritter. In my opinion, this is both one of the easiest and one of the hardest fights to pick. Uh, being that, oh no, not easiest at all. I was gonna say whoever wins is gonna win significantly, like beat the fuck out of the other. I could see it being close though. I'm gonna say RDR Mogs Kyle. Am I crazy for saying that? Am I fucking crazy for saying RDR wins? Everyone's saying Kyle. Everyone's saying Brawlho is gonna win. I keep hearing Kyle Brawlho wins, and I get it. Yeah, RDR is coming off a loss. So is Brawlho, but I truly am one of those people who believe RDR lost mainly because wear and tear. He was spamming fights over and over, kind of like how Marab lost to Piotr Yan. Except Piotr Yan, I'd say there was more skill involved. Bro's coaches had him on the training manual to beat Marab, but okay, but I could see Kyle Borrello winning. I'm not gonna fence it this. I'm gonna say RDR by a decision. Uh, I was saying at first he would mock Kyle easily. I don't think it's gonna be easy. Uh, Kyle has great defense and grappling. So does RDR. RDR has uh the Drickus goofy posture, the Drickus goofy striking. Brawlho has good clinch defense. RDR has very good clinching. So you'd think maybe Brawlho shuts down the clinch in Mog's RDR. I don't think so though. I think that RDR's goofy Drickus like personality in the cage is gonna beat Kyle Brawlho. I think Kyle Brawlho's kind of a guy that sticks more to the basics, you know, has strict training plans. And I don't know how he'll prepare for someone like RDR who throws wild shit, who fights like Drakus, man. Yeah, just a goofy old motherfucker. Brawlho has shown great clinch defense again, so that can come into play. But I get the feeling RDR is gonna cut Kyle Brawlho. Brawlho might get doctor stoppage, or it's gonna be close to it. Maybe blood gets in the eye, and Brawlho won't be able to see, and he'll just get outstricken and outgrappled. Both of them have great defense though, so I could see it going out either way, but I am gonna confidently say RDR wins. And I do think that's an okay co-main. People keep complaining about it, but I don't hate it. I get it's number 7 and number 8, but I like Kyle Brawlho a lot, and I like RDR a lot. An unranked fight and Roller Rosas Jr. on the main card, though. It is what it is. Now for what we're all waiting for, baby. Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira. The fight we all care about. The biggest fight of the year, I'd say. I think Max Holloway beats Charles. I think it's going to be maybe a late TKO, maybe a full-on KO like Gaethje. Holloway has all the strengths he had at featherweight, except at lightweight he has more power. He does have the speed over Charles Oliveira. Obviously not the grappling, but he has great takedown defense. And I really don't see Oliveira hitting him with anything but a guillotine. And I think Max Holloway is going to be prepared for that guillotine attempt. Like, you're not going to get John Jones standing guillotine by Oliveira. I think he'll maybe get guard pulled once, but get back up or end the round in Charles Oliveira's guard. I think Max Holloway is a much better striker. Yes, his chin is not as good at lightweight, Bro, he fucking fought Gaethje and Ilya Taporia and Dustin Poirier. Like, we're talking the best strikers in the UFC pretty much, in the lightweight division at least. We're talking about some legends here. Literally the best striker in the UFC is the only person to have knocked him out ever. Charles Oliveira gets dropped in like every fight. We're getting dropped by Michael Chandler, bro. You're telling me if Michael Chandler knocks down Oliveira, Holloway's not going to be able to? No, he's going to wear down Oliveira. And I think it might look like a reverse Michael Chandler versus Oliveira 2 fight where Oliveira maybe has some good moments in the start, but Max Holloway just starts beating his ass. And maybe Oliveira has a little moment at the end, but it's gonna be definitely unanimous for Holloway. I don't even think it'll be unanimous. I'm gonna say round 5 TKO, round 4 TKO, round 5 TKO. Probably not a full on. Maybe a full-on knockout. Maybe Oliveira gets slimed out. But Holloway is rising. Oliveira's had like two title runs, 3 title runs. What are we on now? Oliveira's very good, but he's definitely about to start declining. Probably on the decline right now. And I'm not seeing that from Holloway, except in his speech on stream. In his fighting, he's at the peak. He's at the best he's ever been. He looks the best he's ever been, and he's always looked great. This dude is going to beat up Charles Oliveira, and I do like both of them a lot. But I'm going to be happy if Max wins, and I think he's gonna. So tell me your predictions in the comments down below. Tell me how you're doing. If you find this video and you're new to my channel, check out some videos. I'm about to start uploading consistently again. Fingers crossed. And when I say again, more consistently than before, I'm really gonna try and grind this shit. I kind of was using the excuse of, oh, transitioning into college. It's been 6 months since my last video. I've been in college for like 5 months. No fucking excuses, man. I'm getting back in the game, motherfucker. So I'll see you at the top, Max Holloway. You're about to get a TKO or a knockout. I'm feeling a brutal knockout. I don't know why. Fuck. I made the thumbnail already. I put TKO in the thumbnail title. Bro, I am feeling a fucking knockout. Out cold, like Ilya Taporia did to Oliveira. And I like Oliveira. I don't want that for Oliveira. I'm gonna be happy if Max wins, because he probably will, and he's one of my favorite and best UFC fighters. That's the video today, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching if you made it this way. Comment Waffle House. See you boys in the next one again. Catch you.